All right, people, I got a special update for FedEx. FedEx is set up to go higher, but I believe the way it's acting, it could also test lower first before going higher and then requiring a new plan. However, I'm posting a double plan, a long and a put side. So let's talk about this entirely. So FedEx is set up for higher, but needs to show us the power, okay? I will explain the facts. Downside targets are 213 to 210. Upside targets are 230 to 235. So we know that upside targets could be big for this stock. It's very strong, but there's some very strange action happening. The volume being very low, and I could see them trying to pull this back first and rebasing to try to break out higher. This is what I'm assuming. At the same time, that may not happen. But right now, as it stands, I want to make it clear it needs a lot of power. So let's talk about the two plans. Okay, so in order to gauge in the put side, we can use the July 21 215 puts could be used on a break below 218 on some volume of 200K. So we need some on a 10-minute chart, right? Same thing. It's a 10-minute chart. Didn't write it down, but 218. If we start to break that, we see some good volume. That could be a way to engage with these puts. Okay. If the volume is less than that, then watch for what I'm going to explain this in the video, of course. Then what I'm going to be doing is watching for this to base below 218 and look for weakness through 217. So now today they chopped it and it's become a little bit easier to engage and more profitable because of if they were to attempt to this downside of 213 to 210, which I mean just keeps this as a strong uptrend, right? They can come down here, come down and test up down here first, rebase and go higher. At the same time, that might not happen. Look, the fact of the matter is we need to see the right kind of, but if it does, right now, two things can happen. They could chop this, but there's a good chance the way it's acting that they will want to pull this down first. And if so, there might be some money to be made on the put side. On the long side, we need a lot of power to go long. Let's talk about the long side now. And again, upside targets are 230 to 35. So to go long, we need a lot of power right now. And a break over 222 on some strong action volume with the July 21 225 calls. We could use those. The strong action volume is 500K on a 10-minute chart. Same thing. If we don't get the volume, we want basing above the 222, look for power towards 223. That's going to be right now as it stands. And a lot of, if the power comes in, then this means this stock could rock and roll. But the way it's acting, they're just like a bear flag action where we're going up and a little bit of a pullback. We can make some easy money on these puts. So let's take a look at the puts and the calls. All right, so here we're at the FedEx. Yahoo Finance and FedEx closed at 218.87, a very choppy, very slow, weak day to the upside, weak attempt anyways. And so let's take a look at the calls first. So the 225 calls are, you can see there's a lot of trading happening here. You see there was a lot of trading here, a lot of open interest, and a lot of new trading in the calls, and they're very inexpensive. But like I said, we need a lot of power. We're going to need a strong actionary day to the upside, probably followed by a follow through, because this just looks like they don't want to take. If they might attempt it and even give us another signal. I might have to make another update. But as it stands for this plan, in case they don't want to power it up. So again, if case they do power it up, then I'm going to probably look to use these 225 calls. Why? Because if FedEx is going to pop, it's going to pop hard. But again, we need some confirmation on that. In case we can't pop, like I'm thinking, in that they're going to pull back first, make a new pattern to pop higher later on, we'll look at the puts here. So here's the July 21 puts. Now you can see, and we'll look at the 215 puts. And like I said, the thing is the open interest. The trading is a lot weaker in the put side. Here are the 215 puts, and they're trading really good. There wasn't a lot of trading in here, 219. But that's what I'm getting at. There's a lot of trading. There's a lot of expectation to the upside, and there's the 9 out of 10 times the way this is trading and what I'm looking at, this is kind of weak action the way FedEx is trading. It's been very choppy, and I could see them pulling this back, rewarding the put the put side more than the calls is there's more to lose, right? It's easy, there's more for these people to lose who are in these calls, right? You got the 210 calls, 4,000 contracts. You got the 200 calls, 10,000 contracts. So, taking money from these people, it's a theory anyways. But again, let's look for confirmation. That's what it's all about. I mean, I'm not going to do anything unless this can confirm. All right, people, welcome to Power Target Trades, the place where I post great plans. It's all about confirmation. As you can see, confirmation is key. Study the videos, visit daily. A lot of plans work more often than not. I explain the facts. We use certain options for certain reasons because certain things may need a little bit more time. But the fact of the matter is we look for confirmation. It's solid, detailed plans with options and reasons. And again, confirmation is key. Visit daily. Follow Power Trigger Trade for updates and confirmation. Subscribe to this YouTube channel for some great things I'm going to be doing in the future. That'll be specifically on this format. So if you're following me, you might as well. You really need to follow me on all formats. YouTube, especially if you're serious about making money, you want to follow me on YouTube and on Twitter. There you have, people, a great update. See the center Power Trigger Trade. It's going to appear here at the end of the video in a circle format. Simply click on it. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. There you have, people, a great update. Pay attention to what I'm saying in the video. It's very well detailed. It's 2 steps. I'm not saying FedEx can't break, but it's acting in a way where I could see them pulling it back first and then breaking it out, which will require new plans. But at the way it's acting, it looks like they want to pull it back first. So we'll see. Again, we'll let the charts, we'll let the price action dictate, let the market give us the questions, because it's still in that fluctuating zone. So there you have it, people. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.